Good morning, everybody. I'm Manoj Kumar, GM HRMS, before you with new module of HRMS. We have come with you with our settlement module, where filling of pension booklet, all service record detail, everything is online. And at the end of the day, when your pension is sanctioned by account department, your PPO comes to your ID of HRMS, where you can go and see your PPO. The way we are presenting before you, the whole thing is we will have a small presentation and then we will have demonstration by our tech team on actual system, which will show you how you will actually work when you are on the system. Let us see the presentation first. Here is our presentation of settlement module. This module has been prepared for normal retirement right now. All other type of retirement will later on be integrated into this. Please remember that we have tried to make it online to the extent possible. Some of the data will still be coming in paper, where different dealer will be filling up your detail, like different type of no demand certificate, your leave balance and things like that. But we do hope that with passage of time, all things also will be online. We will talk of the basic functionalities first to begin with. Usually there is a notification 6 months before the date of retirement. Similarly, in this case, your dealing clerk will get a notification 6 months prior to the retirement. The moment he receives notification and he starts the process, it starts parallelly at two levels. One is for filling up your pension booklet, where you along with the concerned WI will start working on it, and simultaneously all service record work is to be done, where waiting of service record is to be done, and after all those things are done, all data is to be entered. So when these two things are over, all those details are being sent to settlement, where your leave salary, gratuity, GIS amount, pension, these things are either computed or brought from iPass. And once it is done, then after sanctioning of the same, after signature of sanctioning authority, this is being sent to iPass, where your bill is processed, and after processing of the bill, your PPO comes back to HRMS, where you can see your PPO on your account on HRMS. And at time to time, you are getting SMS also about movement of your papers. So first of all, the moment notification for your retirement is issued, your dealing clerk supposed to nominate a welfare inspector, your supervisor of the department, and your concerned departmental accepting authority, because they are the people who are going to sign on your pension booklet initially. After that, now we will come to the service record summary part of it, where your service record is to be vetted and details are to be filled in. After notification, your service record dealing clerk will get your service record vetted. This is to be done physically right now, though later on it will also be online. After verification, all those data is being filled up by him, which goes to verifying authority, and if he finds it correct, he will forward it to accepting authority, who will then forward it to the settlement dealing clerk. So once this is done, all your detail of service record is with settlement section. And after that, the second part, which is running parallelly, is filling up the pension booklet. We have given basically same screen to you and WI, whoever is your nominated WI. WI will help you in filling up the form. In fact, we are supposed to use signature pad for signature and fingerprint scanner for your. Those things will be carried by WI, who will ensure that those things are done. So after, with the help of WI, you will fill up the form, but form is to be submitted by you, by employee only. WI has no right to submit the form. So after form is submitted, it goes to your concerned departmental supervisor. Like if you are working in personal branch, you will go to your personal branch OS, or if you are working in mechanical department, you go to SSC of your department, who countersigns at a lot of places. After those signatures are done, it goes to your departmental accepting authority, who will again sign, who is a gazetted officer generally. He signs with digital signature, and then it is sent to settlement section. At any point of time, if anything is wrong, it comes back to the earliest place. Now your settlement section is having both your service record detail and your pension booklet. So what happens exactly, your unit admin usually decides who will be settlement dealing clerk, who will be OS there, and who will be concerned APO or DPO is going to sign. So those things are pre-decided. After that is decided, it goes into that flow. So now this record from your dealing clerk has come to settlement section, which we have seen in our earlier slide. If it is right, it's fine. If it is wrong, it goes back to the dealing clerk again. So settlement clerk also gets simultaneously pension booklet, which you have filled up with your WI. After verifying these two, if they are found correct, and if it's anything wrong, it goes to employee. If everything is correct, process goes ahead. Settlement sheet is prepared where leave, salary, pension, DCRG are calculated, and your PF balance and GIS is being shown. Then it is given to verifying authority concerned OS of the settlement section, and from OS goes to your pension sanctioning authority, who will sign digitally on this document. After this is done, it goes to account department. Account department also has its establishment section where it is checked. At any point of time, if anything is wrong, it can always return back to the earlier page. After that, in account also there are two different sections. First section checks everything, and everything is found right. Then it goes to their bill passing section where it is passed, and then PPO number is generated, and PPO number is then shared with HRMS. If anything is wrong, it is returned with remark to HRMS, and then again your settlement section will do further correction work. If everything is correct and PPO number is generated, then PPO number comes to HRMS, and from HRMS it is being sent to you. So you can see your PPO directly on the system. So as we have shown to you, the whole process is online, though at times you are supposed to feed certain data here, which is there right now. Maybe with passage of time, those things also will become online. So that's all as far as the presentation part is concerned. My tech team will take you through demonstration on actual system now.
Namaskar. Welcome to demo video of settlement module of HRMS application for Indian Railways. In this video, we would like to complete a process of settlement retiring employee who has to fill up quite a few forms, and it goes through DC and then settlement section and then accounts before PPO is generated. So since this process has some lengthy forms to be filled up, we have tried to create an example set with pre-fed data to keep the video very short as much as possible to help you understand this better way. So let us start with ID of DC, who is responsible to verify the personal details of retiring employee, which is available before 6 to 8 months prior to retirement. So I'm just logging in with ID of DC. This is the ID of DC. You have to provide login ID, then password, and then of course the OTP, usual way of logging in into HRMS application. One more thing I would like to share, that this is test data environment. So data will be fictitious, maybe fictitious, may not be correct. It is being used for the creation of this video. So now here you can see I have logged in with the Harpreet Kaur dealing clerk. There user has to go to settlement section and service detail for retiring employee. Click. Here the user will get the list of all the employees in the unit retiring in next 6 months. As you can see, with the name and IPAS ID and HRMS ID department, we are showing the retirement prospective retiring date also. As this module has covered only normal superannuation cases, so these are the normal retirement days employee is going to retire. So we are picking up one example of Mrs. Arunita Saini. Just select any of the employee and press go. User will get the details as available in the system. Now this part, user has to fill up whatever is available and submit this dealing clerk. For your help, we can just show the current status of this part. Which is in draft. Draft maybe in the draft mode or maybe a new case. As you can see, this is a very long form itself. the user can anytime click here, save as draft, and keep the data saved and try it again if user is not able to complete the form in one go. So here user can, DC has to provide a number of LAP balances, LHAP balances. All the fields which are system taken from system and disabled are view only. The grayish one, here user will not be able to make any changes. Then all the this kind of required fields a DC has to fill up and verify. As you can see, after the pay level and basic pay, that which is last basic pay as of now, we have an option to provide basic pay of last 10 months, which is used to calculate the all allowances and other figures. The idea is the last basic pay and the average basic pay of last 10 months, whichever is higher, is used for further calculation. User can provide all the details here. The employee belongs to group C, then we have taken that the period in group C is from the date of appointment. So beside this group entry dates, if there is any previous service record which is to be considered as valid service period, like military service, the details is available, then we can put it here. User can put it here. Period for military service will come automatically. Now beyond this, the service, other service record other than military service, we can provide here if available. If the employee has worked in some other government institutes or organization or ministry, and which is to be included in the qualifying service detail. After this, non-qualifying service details are to be provided. We have provided 6 common regions where from date and to date, if provided, system will calculate period. Just to show you the example, we can put it just like that here, and then 10. Then you can see the 1st of November to 10th of November, system will calculate period of 10 days. Likewise, if available, details can be provided. Now, once through, DC can just confirm and submit. And this, as I mentioned, draft can be saved a number of times. If DC feels that the person requires more iterations to check the data or fill up the data, draft can be saved a number of times, and then finally it can be submitted. When DC submits this detail, it will be available to the current verifying authority of the same employee for next level of action. So DC has submitted primary detail of employee. Now we are going to log in using login ID of verifying authority of this retiring employee. User ID, login and OTP. You can see there are multiple role selections available. If an employee has got, this user has got multiple roles, user can go there, select the required role. Since we are working as verifying authority of employee, the role is correct, current role is correct. Go to settlement sub-menu, verify pension booklet, verify service detail. We are working on service detail as of now, at present. A list of employees available for verification, retiring employees will be there. Select the desired employee. If more than one employee is there, list will be there. Press go button. You can see the status of current employee case. It is submitted for verification by DC. Submitted by DC for verification. Now, verifying authority can view all the details as submitted by concerned dealing clerk. Just try to cross check it with the documents. If he or she finds anything wrong or any discrepancy is noticed, the case can be returned to DC by pressing return button and providing required comment. Or otherwise, if things seems fine, this can be verified. The details is verified. Press verify button. The details have been verified successfully. Now, two parts are over. You can, just to cross check, you can see the current status of this case. Now, just to verify the progress of this particular case of retiring employee, we can go to the settlement status report. Go here, list of all the retiring employee will be shown here with the current status. Awaited is in red and the steps done will be shown in green color. We can just try to search it. That's the case. Mrs. Arunita Seni, you can see these two steps are over. Dealing clerk has completed his or her work and this has been verified by the verifying authority. Now, the case has been moved to accepting authority of SR. We are just logging in using accepting authority ID. Mrs. Anjana Srivastav, user can check the role. If user has got multiple role, select the current required role. We require accepting authority role only. Role is correct. Go to settlement submenu, accept service detail of retiring employee. Again, the list of employees retiring in this particular slab of time will be shown and the required employee can be picked and press go button. The status has changed to verified. And now as verifying authority was able to view all the data entered in read-only mode, likewise accepting authority can also view the details in read-only mode in the grayish part in gray color. Just go through the details, check if any discrepancy is noticed, that can be returned by providing required comments, or if things are fine, then case can be accepted by the authority by putting some comments and pressing accept button. So this completes the exercise one phase of the settlement case. We can again go to the report and check the progress of this particular case. One phase, that is phase one of status of summarized SR. 3 steps have been completed by DC, by verifying authority and by accepting authority. Now case now will be available to employee and or welfare inspector to fill up pension booklet. It will be filled in by WI or employee. Employee can take help of welfare inspector if need be. Now let us just see the case of how the pension booklet can be filled by assigned welfare inspector. Logging in, similar pattern. This user has to select the role of welfare inspector if this user has got more than one role. Then go to settlement submenu, pension booklet option will be available. And now since this is the login ID of WI, who can have multiple employees assigned to for the current user, the drop down menu will be available, drop down option will be available, where list of all the employees assigned to this particular user will be displayed. User has to select the desired employee from the list, and the data will be available in. Now you can see this is a new case and it is shown in draft mode. One more thing I would like to share here, that this entry by employee or welfare inspector can be initiated anytime after assignment of welfare inspector has been done by dealing clerk, as was shown in part 1. As soon as employee gets this message of assignment of welfare inspector, the employee can initiate this filling up of form, this pension booklet himself or herself, or can take help of WI. So this entire pension booklet details has been divided into 7 tabs, 7 part. We call it tabs, named as personal information. This is the current tab. You can see various details are available. Whichever is available in the system will be shown in gray part, gray color, which is not modifiable, and rest may be entered by the employee. So we have already filled in the forms to shorten the process. Now next one is official information. Likewise, pay related information. Employee can go there. This is welfare inspector ID, and the details can be entered. The bank details of retiring employee, here where they have to provide nominee for pension for the retiring employee and family details of retiring employee, and last one is quota details. So before we go to the last one, these information, since you can see these are the long lengthy forms, and we have 7 or tabs. This information can be saved anytime in draft mode using this button, save as draft. Whether or not complete or incomplete or correct or incorrect, this can be saved n number of times in draft mode. And one more thing, wherever required, user has to provide the documentary support in PDF format or maybe in JPG in case photograph is required. Then that can be uploaded here, choose file, select it from the system and upload. And that can be viewed also anytime. It's a sample case, so we have not uploaded the correct relevant document here. So whatever is uploaded here can be viewed by concerned authority at the time of checking and just take the necessary action. Now employee needs to sign here, and when employee joins, now we have 2 witnesses here. The witness number 1, details is to be filled in. Division number 2, details are to be filled in, and witness have to sign here. Just to show you, signature will be available can be done using signature pad, which will be available in the offices when this application is rolled out in production. Just to show you, I am using mouse. Signature pad and device will be as good as using pen and paper. Just sign it and submit it. This is how welfare inspector can fill up the forms. All the details can be filled here, and we require 5 finger images of employee and that of spouse of employee, that will be captured using finger scanner devices, which will be available. And now we need to provide the details of 2 witnesses. Details are filled in, and here witness have to sign. The sign will be done by using signature pad and some device, which will be as good as using pen and paper. Right now I'm just using my mouse for the demo purpose. submit sign. You can see once signs are done, images will be displayed here. And once it is saved, this can be saved in draft. You can just save in draft anytime during the process working on all 7 tabs. User can go to the next tab by pressing next or simply by selecting the desired tab. Once this entry and these tabs are over, go to the last quarter detail tab, where if employee has retained any quarter or has been allotted any quarter, the details are to be filled in as per the actual status. Now, as I told you, this is the WI working on behalf of employee. WI cannot submit the detail. That can save the report. He or she can save the details in draft board as many times as required. And finally, review it and download. This is how it will look like in a PDF format that can be printed or can be saved as PDF if required. After this WI has completed this task, employee has to log in using his or her ID and submit it. Now retiring employee can log in. We are logging in using the retiring employee ID. This is the login ID of retiring employee. A message from HRMS, wishes for retired life. User again has to select the required role here, which will be RT, retiring employee, to work on settlement module. Go to settlement menu, select pension booklet. Then employee can see what data entered by WI. You can see employee can just go through the tabs, check the information, cross-check it with details available, bank details can check, and if need be, if some discrepancy is found, some employee can make required changes or reset. Reset means everything will be wiped out from the tab. Just go through all the tabs, check it, cross-check, make the changes, required changes, and in the final tab, employee will get this option to save the details. Finally, employee can save the detail. Now, since this is going to be critical information signed by employee, saved by employee, employee will be sent again an OTP that is called transaction OTP. Normal user are aware of this transaction OTP. Normal user is the DCBAAA. For employee, it may be a new thing. An SMS is sent to employee's registered mobile number with this ID. With valid OTP, information is saved successfully. Now this case is now available for further processing. In this case, unit admin will require now the case is available with immediate supervisor of retiring employee of the concerned department. Now we are logging in with that ID. Logged in using IDs, and if the user has multiple roles, that can be changed. We require departmental verifying authority role, that is DV. Select the desired role. go to settlement submenu, and the required options will be there. We are verifying now pension detail, pension booklet. Now this user will get list of all the employees for whom the data has been submitted by employee for further action, that is verification. In at present we have only one employee, Mrs. Anuriti. Press go button. The verifying authority will get this detail displayed on a screen as it is, as entered and submitted by employee. All the images, if available, will be displayed here. And then just go through the details, check it. If anything is found incomplete or wrong or discrepancy is noticed, this can still be returned to employee. Once it is written from here, it will be available to employee for further correction and submission. Otherwise, just check the detail and verify it. And before the user verifies, this verifying authority has to sign it again using that signature pad and device. Submit signature and put the remark here and press verify button. And a transaction OTP will be sent to verifying authority. Submit it. Now you can see this verification work has been completed, done. Again, we can check the progress of this particular case. Go to the settlement status report, try to find this particular case. You can see 5 of 9 steps are done now. It has been verified by departmental verifying authority. Now this case will be available to accepting authority of the department, that is controlling authority of this retiring employee. We will log in again using controlling authority ID. Normal pattern. Check the role, and if a user has got multiple roles, select the department accepting authority, that is DA. Go to settlement submenu. Various options will be there. We need to accept a pension booklet, so click here, select this option, select the desired employee from the list and press go. As the verifying authority was able to view this details, accepting authority will also be able to view the details as submitted by employee. Pension booklet one, cross check. In case of any discrepancy noticed, can be returned back to employee, or just if it is okay, then accepting authority can file it. But right now, accepting authority at this step has to sign it digitally. So digital signature will be used by the concerned user. We are using a testing environment of the DSC. We will be using some test certificates and tax token. This first time will take some time. This is the process of signing document. File is getting uploaded. Sometimes it takes time. You can see the PDF file, which is to be signed by accepting authority. There is another chance. Accepting authority can go through the document again and review it, find it okay. If everything finds is okay, then sign digitally. As I mentioned, we are using testing signature. So we will use Microsoft. Otherwise, you will have to use your own token, personal token, detail, and password. After providing password, click here, digitally signed document. The PDF signed successfully. Now, after the signing, you can just review it again. PDF, you can find the signature here. The signature is because since we are using testing and signature DSC, my name will not be there. Otherwise, authority's name will also be there. Signature, organization, and this question mark, yellow question mark, denotes that this signature has been done using authenticated device, and signature is also authenticated, but this is not yet verified by the service provider. For this, we need to download this PDF file and open it in Acrobat and right click on question mark and choose the option of verification. Once verified, this will turn into green tick mark. So that part is over. Now we can put the remark and accept the case. The case has been successfully submitted. Now we can again cross-check the progress of this case. You can find the 6 steps have been completed. Pension booklet has been accepted by the accepting authority of Department of Retiring Employee. Now this case will be available to settlement section, but before it is processed in settlement section, user admin has to map the concerned settlement dealing clerk and verification authority and accepting authority for the retiring employees. We will show that step using login ID of unit admin. Now we are moving ahead in the last phase of this particular test case, which is settlement section. And as I mentioned, before we move further, unit admin has to assign settlement dealing clerk, settlement verifying authority, and settlement section accepting authority against a retiring employee. So we are logging in using ID of unit admin. Logged in with unit ID, unit admin. Multiple roles are not there, so by default unit admin role will do. Here are 3 options are there: settlement report, settlement status report, and role assignment for pension calculation. So click here, role assignment, select the retiring employee, which is Arunita in our case. Select the DC of settlement section. Let us say Vikram Se, and verifying authority Vinod Kumar, and accepting authority Mukesh Kumar. And after this, just submit. Then you can see it will below it will show all the employees who have already been assigned settlement DC, settlement verification authority, and settlement accepting authority. You can find our example case also here. Let's move ahead. And this unit admin can do this activity anytime after this assignment of verifying authority has welfare instructor has been done. So now we will log in using ID of settlement dealing clerk. Login ID, password, and OTP. Normal flow, normal way of logging in. And check the role. If multiple roles are there, icon will be there. Otherwise, just go ahead, go into settlement submenu and use upload and submit pension booklet. First, list of employees will be available. Select the desired employee, retiring employee. Press go button. Now here two options are visible. One is manual scan document and another is auto generated. Manual means you have got pension booklet prepared manually and just someone will sign it, make a PDF file after scanning and upload it here. Or simply, since we have processed this data, entire data in this system itself, just select auto generated and press go. It's a huge size data for an employee. It may take some time. So we need to have some little patience. System will display a message in green color once it is done. It takes time. It is over now. You can see pension booklet declaration form has been uploaded, successfully submitted. You can check the status now, and maybe later settlement, we can go to settlement calculation sheet. Again, select the employee. Here, I would like to mention there are few cases among the list of employees. The employee shown in red color will denote that the settlement VA or AA has rejected those cases. And if the employee is shown in gray background color, that will denote this has been, the cases have been rejected by the account department, any authority of the account department. Everything is fine now. Every others cases will be shown in green color, which were available for further processing. Select the employee, and you can see the entire pension calculation things are divided into again 8 tabs, including form 7 and form 9, which can be filled by clicking here. These are two forms, separate forms, which require some information. Relevant information, if available, can be provided here. Save it or close it. Or no demand certificate, for filling up no demand certificate, click here. That certificate will be there. We can just put the recovery codes and location and amount here and upload relevant document if required, and can be saved, closed. And as we shared earlier also, we have got this pre-filled examples, few things. User can go step by step, tab by tab, and change, just review and verify the things. And when we go to summarize SR, and if we return it here, it will go to the dealing clerk of retiring employee, which initiated this process. And if we return the pension booklet, it will be available to employee for further corrections or submission. During this, while working on this screen, it's a calculation field screen, and we need to be very careful. User need to be very careful. The options to review the pension booklet or other these 5-6 document has been provided here. User can just click here. The documents will be shown in the right hand side half of the screen. Review it and can hide it. Likewise, any document can be seen. It's a sample case, so we may not have the relevant document against every tab. and user can verify the details. If everything is okay, then accept the case. Accept button. So settlement section dealing clerk has completed the work. We can now see the status of the case. You can see it has started in settlement section and dealing clerk has completed the work. So we now log in with verifying authority of settlement section. Multiple roles are there. We have to select the correct one, which is settlement section verifying authority, SVA. Select the role. Dashboard will change as per the role. Go to the settlement section sub menu, and two options are there: settlement calculation sheet and settlement status report. That is common. Select settlement calculation sheet. Select the desired employee. Now we will log in with settlement section verifying authority. We need to select the correct role required, that is settlement section verifying authority, SVA, and dashboard will change as per the role. We have got two options: visible settlement calculation sheet and settlement status report, which is common at various places. Select the settlement calculation sheet, select the required desired employee, retiring employee, and press go button. Same way, verifying authority has also got everything printed here, divided into tabs. Can go through, look into, if required, refer the required document if need be, and if anything goes wrong or any discrepancy is reported, noticed, can be returned or else verified. Yes. Provide some comments or press verify button. This case will be verified. We can again check the status just to see the progress. It is working. Yes, it is working. This case has been verified by settlement department, verifying authority also. The only step remaining is now we are logging in using the ID of settlement section accepting authority. This is settlement section accepting authority, Mukesh Kumar. We need to check the role. Current role is VIA, which is pass authority. We need to select SAA, that is settlement section accepting authority. Go to the settlement sub menu, settlement calculation sheet, and select the desired employee. Press go button. Here, accepting authority can also work in various tabs. Go to various tabs and verify that calculation. You can see two buttons are there: accept and return. If accepting authority or verification authority of settlement section returns the case in any requirement, it goes to DC of settlement section, and from there DC of settlement section can return it to the employee if pension booklet is to be returned, or if something goes some discrepancy is noticed, it can be returned to DC, normal DC of the employee. Now here the accepting authority also can have the option to see the documents if need be and hide it, cross check the details, verify it, and if everything is fine, then here this accepting authority has to digitally sign two of the document. One is pension booklet and another is settlement form. So let's go one by one. Let us try to sign pension booklet. Details are shown. Can be reviewed again and decide to sign. We are using test cases, test signature. Actual user will use DSC device and his own password. Sign the document. PDF signed successfully. Can be viewed again. You can find the signature. Here is the signature. I have already explained how to get it verified. Check it, close it. This part is over. You won't be able to select it now. Now sign settlement form. Same process, review it. If everything is fine, choose to sign digitally and select the required inputs, provide the password and digitally sign the document. This is also signed. Can be viewed here again. You can see the signature. How to get it verified? I have already shared. It can be verified. Various signatures. Close it. And now put some remarks and press accept button. Now at this stage, our all 9 steps, as you can see in the settlement status report, you can see the progress. You can see the progress of case of Mrs. Arunita Saini. All 9 steps have been completed as far as HRMS application is concerned. Now the data has been shifted and shared with IPAS application, which is accounting application for Indian Railways. There, IPAS application will move it further, process and generate PPO. And when it is generated, the PPO is shared to HRMS application again, and which is available to employee once it is done by using his or her own login ID. We'll try to show it to you. Let us see how it looks like. This we have tested with IPAS on test servers. This is test case only, not the Arunita, Mrs. Arunita. This is some other sample case. Vrind Kumar there. Select the ID of retiring employee, roll of retiring employee, get the message. And here you can notice your PPO number is there. And click here to download the PPO file. Option is there. If employee chooses this, the PDF file is shown as received from IPAS system. It's not digitally signed because IPAS it's a test case only, and they have done it using test server, test setups. Now here, please notice that you have to go to the print option and choose save as PDF to generate the required PDF file. You can save it in any of the folder. Save it. This can be saved and viewed separately. Now here, employee can also view only. This is not downloadable. You can, he or she can view the various figures which will be part of PPO, of course, and settlement documents, leave encashment, commutation part, gratuity part, full pension, how much will it be, reduced pension, how much will it be. So now These two options are there. This completes the process of HRMS application for settlement cases. I hope this video will help you to understand the process in easier way and simple way. I hope this video will be useful while working on system by employee, by welfare inspector, by all other users, DCBA, AA. Thank you so much once again. Namaskar.